Hello, I've been asked to give a tour of the little cabin here, so let's do that. Apologize for all the chairs. Sometimes the family comes up with me. Let's start underneath. I started with building a 2x4 frame on top of these 8x8s that go 4 feet in the ground. I decked the frame and then covered it with hardware cloth to keep the vermin out, and that also holds the insulation in. So these are not my floor joists. The floor joists are above them. An antique window from a house I remodeled. The door. I hope we're bright enough in here for the video to work. Please notice I've reinforced the door. I've been broken into a few times. Rather depressing, but... So, got some of my canned goods. Venison, canned up, and rice. The wall hanging. I inherited that from my grandfather, and it was made by a friend of his literally right across the road here. So it has traveled extensively around the province, but come back to where it was made. It is a timber frame cabin, all put together with wooden pegs. Okay, covered with 1-inch thick pine boards. On the back of the pine, okay, I've nailed horizontally 3/8 poplar. Over that, I covered it with builder's paper, which is tar paper without the tar. Fairly thick, and it's gray, so if for some reason I have a crack through, it still shows gray. Then it was strapped, or wait a minute, no. Then it was covered with 4 inches of styrofoam SM. And then it was Tyvek, then it was strapped, and then it was pine boards again. So this gives you an idea on how thick the walls have come out. It's fairly well insulated, if you're getting the impression. Another wall hanging done by my eldest daughter when she was about 8 years old. I was impressed with that. We go up quite a ways. Oh, come on, focus, baby. And the loft. Double bed. I can stand upright in the middle. An old antique dresser, antique bed. Two, I call them porthole windows. They do open, they're screened. I had them open all weekend. Got a little chilly at night. And that's how I read at night. The rafters are 4x6 basswood, or linden, I guess some people call it. They are mortised and tenoned at the top. This 5x5 is really just there for appearances. It doesn't do a lot of supporting on the rafters, but I just thought it was going to look neat. The far end, that's where I caught the cat up here when she was up here. Still have no idea how she got over there. But, little chandelier hung on a brass chain. I have in the past fired up the wood stove down there, and it got that hot in here those candles melted. It's rather intimidating, but this is a cabin. I intend to replicate it one day with a full-size house. I enjoyed building this, though it was 20 years ago, but I'm finally having enough time in life that I think it's a surmountable project. Again, the roof is done the same way as the walls. So we got pine boards, 3/8 poplar, 4 inches of styrofoam, strapped, Tyvek. It's may take it a couple hours to warm up in the dead of winter, but she holds her heat pretty good. The top plate is an 8x8, 17 feet long. So I guess if I could haul that up here and put it on top of those posts, I can do the posts in the carport project. But it is 20 years later. I think I can handle it. Remember, folks, it's the journey, not the destination. Remember, folks, it's the journey, not the destination.